How are you today?
Ma'am.
Mhm.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. It seems that not everybody in the room at the moment yet. So what do you think? Can we just start? Yogi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Our time is exactly sharp at 9 o'clock. And we have several groups to do the presentation this morning to show that how you make use of the application as a method of teaching in your classroom. But I don't see everybody in the classroom yet. So how are we going to start this? Can you manage, please? Who will be presenting first?
Yes, ma'am. The first group, they are here, ma'am. Rispa, Zaini, and Alpian. They are ready, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Now, can you please, as the moderator, Yogi?
Yes, ma'am.
Before you start, can I ask you a question? How do you find adapting the application as one of the method of teaching for your class? Do you find it interesting? Everybody? Anybody can give me an answer whether it is a good method of teaching or not. If, for example, you use the word wall or the Kahoot for that. Is it interesting for you? Rika, how do you find it?
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not a teacher and I didn't play that.
You have to try in order to be able to judge, right? At least to your friends, right? And then
Oh, yes, I try it with my friends. That's interesting.
yeah, you have to be able to adapt. What is meant by adapt? If, for example, you make it from the example provided there, you can adapt that in order it suit the level of your student. So that's why the adaptive skill of the student must be really considered. Sometimes the material that we have around us is not exactly like what we need, but it doesn't mean that you cannot use it. So what you can do is that adapt the materials, the application, or the whatever the sources that you have around you, in order the technique that you choose become appropriate to the level of your students. So the keyword is adaptive skill, right? Just to remind you, long time ago I got a chance to meet several professors from Finlandia, and I asked question. I asked them, then I said that the system of education in your country is so well known as the best education system. I asked them question, can you tell me what is the key word or what is the key competencies that you introduce to your teachers? The key I asked. And they said adaptive skill. And I truly believe in that one, especially in this era. Why? Because we are surrounded by a lot of learning sources, Now it's a matter of whether you are skillful in choosing or selecting the things around you, adapt that one in order to be suitable for the level of your student. Sometimes the content needs to be upgraded. If, for example, the language use is too easy and then you need to change it into more difficult one, or if the content, the input is a bit lower or a bit more difficult, then you make it lower in order to be easier for your students. So you need to adapt. So that is the thing that I expect from you now. Okay, I would like now, I give the time to Yogi to manage the divisions of the student who are going to present the result of the assignment that I asked you to do. Okay, the time is yours, Yogi.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. For the first group, are you ready for the presentation?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Okay, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the captain of the class, Pak Yogi, for the time, and the honorable Ma'am Nyoman Padma as our lecturer in psycholinguistic, and because we are as the first group in this time, and this group. The member of this group is I am Rizwan Raisha, and then my friends Pak Jaini and also Pak Alpian. In this time, we are going to present our material or our presentations about Kahoot. Of course, we choose in this time about describing idol using Kahoot. Next. For this presentation, we are going to present about the definitions of in Kahoot, also about the purpose using Kahoot and step or how to play Kahoot. For the first, about the definitions about Kahoot, we have to knowing or introduce what is Kahoot. Kahoot is a Norwegian game-based learning platform used as educational technology. It has learning games, also known as Kahoots. Our user generate multiple choice quizzes that can be accessed via web browser or the Kahoot applications. Kahoot also includes trivia quizzes. It's source based on Wikipedia. Next. Okay, about the purpose of using Kahoot, we choose it randomly. The first to the first and present fun question to student, and the second we can set up as a game that student can play either individually or in groups. And the third, Kahoot makes it easy to create, share, and play learning games. Next. Okay, well, friends, there are two links in Kahoot. The first one, kahoot.com, it's used by the host or teacher who makes the game. And the second one, kahoot.it, whereas it's used to play the game by entering the game pin or the code. And the next about how to play Kahoot, it will be presented by my friend to Mr. Jaini. Please continue the presentation.
Okay, thanks for the time. Okay, I will continue the presentation. How to play Kahoot. Next, Mr. Alpian. Okay, the first is register or login your account to kahoot.com. After this, after register, you make Kahoot games. Next, yeah, sign to Kahoot that you have to mix. Or here the display of Kahoot. Next, after this, click assign to scoring student scores. Okay, next. Okay, Kahoot. Oke, Kahoot. Jadi penggunaan Kahoot di sini adalah sebagai media pembelajaran, memberi penilaian siswa tentang materi deskriptif teks berdasarkan topik yang kami pilih. Next. Akan muncul muncul tampilan seperti ini, lalu sesuaikan dengan deadline and option click rate. Next. Lalu kita akan masuk ke menu reports dan mendapatkan game Kahoot-nya. Okay, the presentation will be next by my partner, Mr. Alpian. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Pak Jenny, for the time. I will continue that how to play Kahoot. And here, after we before that, after we click the assign to scoring the students, and then there will be a appearance that came up, the pop up, and then in here in the pop up, we can adjust the time or the deadline, and also the option like the question time, and also nickname generator, and also the randomized answer order. And after that, we can click create to create the Kahoot game. And after we create the game, and then we will enter to this menu, reports menu, to get the pin game Kahoot. And in this menu, we also can adjust the deadline and also the others information. After that, we will get the game pin and also link, and then we can share the link and the game pin to the students to accomplish the game or the task. And here is the Kahoot.it. Kahoot.it, like Memrispa mentioned before, Kahoot.it is for the student that want to accomplish the game, that want to complete the game for the scoring. Here we can put the pin game that we get before, or also we can use the link and we'll put that on our search engine like Google Chrome. This is the example, and then the Kahoot is ready to play. And this is the example of the question in our Kahoot. And that's all from me. And back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the group. If you have any question, comment, or suggestion, you can ask or tell to the group. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so what level of student that you have in mind when you use this one?
Okay, allow me to answer your question, ma'am. For the level is for senior high school, ma'am, in 10 class, which is it is based on our guideline. We choose the topic for the lesson plan. It is about descriptive text, and we eager to make question or games in Kahoot by descriptive text exactly in describing either.
So look at the questions that you have in here. It is only multiple choice, right? Am I right? So it is only multiple choice.
Yes,
ma'am.
Now I would like to have the second and the third student answer the question. Now, do you only use this Kahoot in teaching a descriptive text? Or how are you going to make your assessment in order that you have a kind of a good understanding about your student competencies? If only like this, so the comprehension of the student might not be that holistic. Now, how are you going to, to assess your student in order you have a good understanding about your student competencies? Pak Zaini dan kemudian Pak Alfian. Can you answer the question? Do you understand the question that I asked you?
Sorry, ma'am. Can you repeat it, ma'am?
How are you going? Look at this. If you use this one, you are only asking the student using multiple choice, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So meaning that what competencies that the student is showing to you if you only have multiple choice. Guessing is very high, isn't it? Which is not reflecting the real ability of the student might be. Might be because just because of being guessing, the guess might be right or the guessing might not be right, okay? It doesn't really show whether the student really have good English or not. Now, if you use Kahoot and you want to use, for example, you want to assess your student competencies in describing a topic, are you going to use this only, or you need to add or have something else in order to have additional technique of teaching?
Well, ma'am, can I help my friends?
Yeah.
For this topic, of course, we also use another method or the media. It's like the first we have to present, or we have to explain to our students by using PowerPoint also about the material for the first, and we want to our student have to open the YouTube to access the material first about the describe the idol, of course, and after the student learn or understand about the topic about descriptive idol, we have to using Kahoot to evaluate their understanding about descriptive text, also in idle descriptive ma'am.
And then, ma'am, we also use students worksheet for the group, and also a student worksheet for individual, ma'am.
Pardon, ma'am, your voice cannot hear.
Yeah, what do you do with the worksheet, Alfian?
We will in the worksheet, and we make it for group and also for individual, ma'am. And then in the
What
worksheet
do you ask
also,
your student to do?
like the example, we make the question with the blank sentence, and then we also add some word for the clue for the students, and the students can fill the blank space with the words that we prepare to the students.
Okay, good. Good point. Right. Thank you. Yes, Yogi?
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for the question. If you there have any question or suggestion, you can ask to the group. Masih ada yang mau bertanya?
Nobody? Okay, we can continue to the next one.
Okay. Okay, thank you for the first group for the presentation. Now we are going to the second group. Are you ready? The second group?
Yes.
Okay, time is yours, Pak Ikhlas.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class, and good morning, ma'am. We are from group 2, consists of Ikhlas. I am Ikhlas and Bunoveli, and the last person, Butiara. In this occasion, we are going to present the slide about Kahoot. the process of making Kahoot. The first slide is about information about the group, and the second slide, please. There are 3 chapters that will be present. First chapter is show the competence analysis, and the second chapter 2 brief consists of brief explanation, and the last slide is discuss the step of making Kahoot. And the next, and this is the competence analysis as proposed of study taken from KD 3.7 and 4.7 class for class 8 at junior high school. The student hopefully might catch social function structure checks about short message and announcement related the activity of the school, asking and giving over information about short message and announcement of the school. And this is a purpose of the activity using Kahoot. And the next slide. What is announcement? Announcement itself is a statement in oral or written form that contains something for everyone to know. Announcement can be heard or read anywhere, whereas a written announcement can be read on bulletin board, in magazine, and in newspaper. And the next slide is the structure of the announcement. Yeah, the generic structure of announcement text. The first opening consists of greeting, title, the purpose of announcement, and the big line of information that will be announced. And the content consists of the detail about information or an event. It could be completed with the date, time, location, dress code, etc. And the closing consists of information, about an event, contact person, and social media. And the next slide, please. And announcement structure, for instance, the title, the opening, online art competition. Ruang School will hold an online art competition to celebrate Art Day in 2000 and 2000. 2012, 2021, the opening. This is the opening, and the content, is it your time to show off your inner artist? Students can compete in this perform categories. It will be singing, traditional dancing, poem reading. The event will be held on date October 25, 2021. Time is start from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And in the closing there is a contact person number and the management in the closing. That is the example of announcement. And next slide, please. And this is the detail about 5W plus 1H. There is a title. For instance, the rule and appeal about COVID for passenger. And there is the detail what is the detailed information. In this slide, Nusantara train will be depart from Semarang to Tegal. That is the information. And when is the information is held? Starting January 1, 2021, passenger must take a rapid antigen test. And where the information is held is about where is the information is held at the airport. And why? Why the information was made? The reason is the COVID. And who is the people that should be informed? It should be for passenger. And how the process for follow the rule and the announcement? It should be informed. Please go to the right side and show your ID card. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is the slide from Bu Neveli. Time is yours.
Okay, the next slide is presenting the language feature of announcement text. This previous slide and this one too are the materials that we are going to explain to the student first before we using Kahoot to do the quiz. And here the language feature that the students need to know, it consists of the simple present tense, simple future tense, imperative sentence, and declarative sentence. And for the example, we have put it on the right bottom of the slide. And then we are going to explain how we use Kahoot for this topic. Here, as you can see, and already described before with the previous group, this is the screen that show us the types of question or the types of game or quiz that we can use. Here we have quiz in form of true or false. Actually, there are only two that we can use here, and our group choose the multiple choice. This is how we create our page of Kahoot. As we mentioned before, the material or the topic that we choose is the announcement. So here we set the time, also another setting that we need to add before playing this. And as we can see here, the player limit only up to maximum for 40 participants. And then we already tried this before. The participants here consist of 3 students. And then here are the kind of questions that we made before. Actually, we adopt from another sources and we put into Kahoot. This is how the screen of the administrator or the teacher, but it will be different in the student screen, because in the student screens they actually played or seen by the mobile phone is not like this. The student cannot see the question, but only the multiple choices in form of the shape only and the color. And here's from the teacher screen. This is the example of the announcement text. To all students and lecturers, come and visit our new library with your new books. Brand new novel non-fiction books are accessible. You may book fancy our newest DVDs assortment. Head of Library Ramadan. So, here's the question, and this is the multiple choices. But again, in the student screen, it's limited only show us the shape of and the color of the multiple choice provided. And then we can see here if all the participants can answer the question correctly. We can see it's counted on this part. And then this is the right answer. And after each question already being answered by the participant, it will be counted like this, the point. If we answer it wrong, it's gonna decrease the point, and if the answer is right, it's gonna contribute to the final score at the end. And then here's the result of the whole question that already been answered. And it shows us the rank. So we will not have to make it in manually, I think, to count or to make the report of the student, because this is already being counted by the web-based application. And the next will be presented by our partner Tiara.
Okay, thank you, Bu Noveli. In additional, I will give next slide, Bu Noveli. Okay, after this, all of the students answer all of the question. So we are as a teacher, we can see the percentage of students, the ability to understanding the material. So we will know that the competence analysis, the student are achieved or archived or not yet. Next slide. And for the last is we can see the report of the quiz result of a question. So we will know a question, an item of a question is too easy or is too difficult for the students. So the important things in Kahoot is if we play this quiz directly, I mean in the classroom, on site in the classroom, so we need to provide monitor screen or smart watch TV to show the question. But if we play the quiz in online class, for the example in Zoom meeting, so we are a teacher or as a operator of Kahoot, we need to share screen. The question is why we need to share our screen, like Bu Noveli said, because on the student screen, they only see the option symbol. That's all our presentation today. Thank you for attention. Back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you for the second group for the presentation. Now we are the question section. If you have any comment or question, you can ask to the group.
Nobody asked question, right? Because I want to save about the time. Now I would like to ask you a question. What do you think is the strength of using this application in your teaching, and what is the weakness of what is it using this application? I would like the group to answer my question.
Okay, ma'am, thank you for the question. To try to answer, the goodness or the first point of this application is related the characteristic of our students nowadays. As we know that students already familiar with gadget, mobile phone, and they can operate mobile phone or laptop, even computer really well, better than our generation. And I think with this application or web-based learning in form of quiz like this is can make them more enthusiastic in attending our class, and it will not make them easy to be bored for if we are only doing question and answer in the classroom. So it really fit their characteristic that and their ability that related to how to operate the media or the gadget like we mentioned before. And also we believe that this kind of quiz that we have to Kahoot or even another web-based application or quiz, it really train even the students who are not really familiar with this, because this is kind of simple. They can just click on the screen in form of the shape, and after see the screen or the monitor of the teacher. And but the weaknesses also by using this web.
Now, I think now Feli is enough. I would like to ask other student to tell about the weaknesses.
Yeah,
Yes?
ma'am. I
Yes?
pick up with the Prakasa. Maybe I add some opinion from Bunafeli, and the strength is from Kahoot. I think is it can be catch attention from the student, and this tool is effortless. So the student just click, 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 and so on. And by using this Kahoot, we can use the picture to catch announcement, to catch attention. And I think that's the strength and the weakness. The weakness.
Stop a class. A class. Now I would like to ask Tiara
Oh yeah.
Okay.
the weaknesses.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Well, for the weakness, because it's just about quiz and multiple choice, so the students only answer or just guessing the question. We cannot analyze about the higher order thinking skill, but this Kahoot has a strength. It will engage or improve student motivation or enthusiasm to answer the question, because after answering an item of a question, there will be the research score. So there are like compete each other among the students. That's all from me, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, the group. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think that's it. That's enough from me. Yogi?
Oke. Thank you, ma'am. Yang lain ada pertanyaan? If there's no question, we are going to the next group. My group with Riza Sriwahyuni and Bu Swaibah. Bu Swaibah, please share the screen.
What is happening?
Bu Swaibah.
Frozen?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I got the problem. I will resolve it in no time.
That's okay.
You can start the presentation.
Okay. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to present our presentation. And our topic is job application letter by using WordWall for 12th grade students. Next slide, please. Next slide.
Problem of connection might be. Might be.
Ganti aja share screen ya. Bu
Is
Riza,
this-
please share screen.
Is the slide clear? I don't think the share screen is really.
Bu Riza,
Beriza maybe can.
Might be you can ask somebody else to help you.
Bu Riza, ma'am.
Yeah, Burisa might be not in a good connection. So that's why it's frozen. Maybe somebody else, you can share the PowerPoint to other student and then ask them to share the screen.
I'm sorry, ma'am. My laptop maybe getting in
Bu Soibah, can you stop the share screen, Bu Soibah?
Yeah.
Can you see, guys, the new screen?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it too heavy? Maybe you need to close other windows. Maybe open other windows. You can close it first.
The next slide, Bu Riza,
Oh,
It's-
wait.
next slide.
It's a connection problem, or maybe your PowerPoint is too heavy.
Can you see the new slide?
No,
No.
it's still the first slide.
Wait.
Yeah, it's heavy. Maybe somebody else?
Hold on, ma'am. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
trying.
might be, I don't know.
Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Okay, learning objective. Analyzing, concluding meaning, and floating social function, text structure, and linguistic elements of writing text in the form of formal and informal letter creatively, and honestly related to topic of academic, office, and social activities, according to the concept of their use with optimal level of fluency and accuracy. And then designing and presenting written text in the form of formal and informal letter related to topic of academic, office, and social activities by paying attention to social function, text structure, and linguistic element. And we choose a matching up game, and this game is aimed to test the student knowledge about the job application letter, structure material, and the application letter on cover letter is a self-introduction that contains the reason why you are interested in working for a company. The step in this game, the first one, we share the link to the WhatsApp group so student can access the word wall to start play the game. Next presentation will present by my partner Riza Sriwahyuni. Team is yours.
Okay. And the second step is the student are given 60 seconds to complete the game. Next slide, please. Yeah. In using this game, the clue will appear on their monitor, on their phone, and they have to click or tapping the answer that's suitable with the clue. For example, in this question, this is also known as the greeting. So the correct answer is must be salutation. And every student is given only 2 changes to answer the game wrongly. So they have some kind of life, and they are, if they think too long, they will running out of time. Next. The score will appear after they finish the game. So the student can check the leaderboard itself, so they know how good they are in this game. The student's name will appear in the leaderboard. For example, this we try to answer. The leaderboard is 1. It means the student answer the question only 1 time correctly. Next, my friend Suaiba.
Okay, so after they submit their name and write their name for the game, their name will be appear in leaderboard. As you can see in our PowerPoint, it consists of rank, name, score, and time. So the score of the question is 20, and it will be calculated to get the final score. It means in this activity, we have 5 questions that each question is scored 20. And if each students answer correctly all the question, they will get 100 for the score. Next slide, please. So the conclusion, the word wall is very useful app for both teacher and student in teaching learning activity. It can be used to stimulate, motivate, and build up the knowledge of the students. I think that's all from our presentation today.
Okay, thank you. That's our presentation. If you have any comments, suggestion, please tell us.
The other student, do you have any question? Okay, let me ask you a question. What do you find, what do you think is the best features of word wall that can be used in helping you to teach your student? Can you tell me?
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to answer the question. Thank you for the question. The best feature, I think, in the kind of game they are provide. So compared to Kahoot, it's one of the reason why we use word wall, because in word wall there are so many kind of games that can be used by the teacher. Very, very simple, but very simple because it has some kind of template. So we just add the question there and we choose which one, which kind of game that is most suitable for the student. And also in word wall, they have some kind of spin wheel. So the spin wheel is can be used in the learning activity too. For example, if we want to ask the student to answer, we can randomly spin the wheel and the name of the student will appear. And for example, in our game 2, we choose matching up. So it is very suitable in learning structure of the job application letter. So the clue appear and the student choose which part of the clue is the clue according to. So in our opinion, the best feature is there are so many kind of feature, kind of game that can be used by the teacher in a very, very simple way, and it is very effective in our opinion. Thank you.
Good point. Other member of the group, you want to add?
We choose the matching up, ma'am, because it's suitable with our topic application letter. So student just choose the body of the game, so they can know the application letter which one the body, the address, the intro, the address, the email, like in the job application letter by using this game.
Okay. Do you use the basic one, right? Have you tried to use the advanced, what is it? The advanced word wall? Not yet.
Not yet, actually, ma'am.
Yeah, that one can be really very good. You can make a kind of very what is it, interesting game, because you just like a kind of cartoon. It's a really good one. You can use that one. You can develop it into very good media, because also there is a movement or something, you know. So if you use the advanced one, it will be very nice. Okay, now my last question to you. What do you think is the drawbacks of this application? Maybe Ibu Suaiba.
Pardon, ma'am, can you repeat the question?
What is the weaknesses of this application that you find if you try to apply this one in teaching your student?
Okay, thank you for the question. Maybe for the main weakness of this application is that the students must have the good connection, because the game is based on if the students playing the game will be, there is a time for the game. So if the student have the bad or not good connection for their smartphone, they cannot play well for the game, so that the game will not process very good. So the time will over and the scoring will be not complete. I think that's the main weakness for this application that needs a good connection.
May I add some more?
Yes, of course.
We
Lisa.
have discussed that topic in our group too, about the weakness and the strength of the game. The weakness is one point that we highlight is that this game can be only used in a school that has internet access. So it's a kind of challenging to do this in the remote area or rural area for the school, but it is a very useful if the school have internet access. That is the main weakness of this game.
Okay, thank you. Good point. I'm done with the question. Now I'll give the moment back to Yogi.
About the weakness, ma'am.
You want to add?
So far, we just find, like Suaibah and Buriza said, ma'am, the main need is the student must have a phone, and then the good connection, so they can access the virtual, ma'am.
Okay, already been explained before. Thank you so much, the group. I'm done. Yeah, you can continue with the next group.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. That's our presentation. Thank you for attention. And now we are going to the next group. Burika, yeah.
Wait. Okay, can you see my point here?
Yeah.
In the screen, okay.
Yes.
So thank you so much for the moderator for the time. So today I will present our Kahoot quiz game. It's about learning simple present tense through Kahoot. Components of material, learning objectives, and step using game Kahoot. Learning objectives. Learning objectives to be achieved through Kahoot are: through the game Kahoot, students actively compete to do on 10 multiple choice questions, namely completing incomplete simple present tense, verbal, and nominal sentence. Identify the sentences with the simple present tense structure, applying the use of the simple present tense in the sentence, and telling daily activities with simple present tense, using the adverb of frequency in sentence, and then compose short paragraph using the simple present tense, and learning indicators, identify the linguistic elements of the text with declarative sentence, interrogative, simple present tense, and identify the text structure of expressions for giving and asking for information related to the behavior, action, function of people, animals, object, and then identify the social function of expressions for giving and asking for information related to the behavior, action, function of people, animals, and objects. Next is what is simple present. Simple present is used to talk about an action which happens on a regular basis. We use the present tense to talk about something that's true in the present. Example, I'm 19 years old. He lives in Indonesia, and I'm a student. You can see here, this is the subject that to be what the subject used here for the positive one. And then for the negative one, and for the question. And next, okay, the next is second speaker is Bu Salama.
Okay, thank you, Miss Rika. I will continue for explaining steps using game Kahoot. The first one is we should choose create. There is the circle mark red color in this slideshow. And for the second one is choose Kahoot, short interactive lessons with polls and quizzes. Next, choose new Kahoot and create. Then for choose quiz, then create incomplete sentences as a question, then create the multiple choices. Next, choose the correct answer as a key answer. Don't forget to set for question type, time limit, points, and the answer options at the right side. Then for adding the next question, choose add question and repeat. Next slide, please. Okay. For adding the next question, choose add question and repeat the step same as before. Next, repeat the steps same as the steps number 5 and 6. After finish for creating questions and multiple choice, add title and description. According to our title is simple present tense. Next, choose done. Then choose the quizzes to continue the next step. Then choose assign. Okay. The next presentation will be explained by Mr. Paria. Mr. Paria, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. So now choose the for setting the data and time limitation deadline like March 17, 2023. Next. Okay, next. Invite more players, share to URL or pin, invite. So this copy can copy to the and send to our student. Next. The game is ready to play. So this is the opening of the game. So our student can start to play Kahoot game. And then next. Okay, this is the step. Okay, nickname or the real name like Rika, Go. Next slide. Okay, next. This is the sample of question. Mario and Devika eat sandwich every day, and the option does, do, done, did. Next slide. Okay, that's all for my group. Any question for our group would be nice. Thank you.
Right. I see that your material is prepared for grade 12. Am I right? The group? Is it for grade 12?
Seven,
Oh,
seven
grade
grade.
7. Right.
Yeah, grade 7.
Right. Okay. Now, if you want to change the level, for example, you have to teach university student. Do you think that you can use Kahoot? How are you going to modify the Kahoot for in order to be suitable for university student? Who will be answer the question from the group?
Okay, I think that me, ma'am.
Yes, please, Budi.
Because this is our material is suitable for the 7th grade, so we need to change or modify our material based on the university student. It's not just like this, but maybe like more complete about the quiz that we give them. We give to them most. Sorry.
So you just change the quiz, or you can change the reading material that you have.
Of course, the strategy that we use, it's different from 7th grade, ma'am. Because students university, I think they have already can do their work individually, and then we just provide the material, and we need them to understand that, and after that we ask them to make their own sentences by using a simple present first, and after that we ask them to answer by using Kahoot.
Yeah. Okay. You can do that. Other student maybe want to add any additional information?
Yes, ma'am. So our material for untuk SMP and then for the university, I think we can change the material as a maybe novel, ma'am. So the student university can fill the blank of novel that we give them as a question in Kahoot, maybe. Yes, of course, in our material, simple person like do, and then to be is am I, for the university, maybe more, what is it, higher of question for them, just like novel or etc. Maybe that's for the university level of using this Kahoot, ma'am. Maybe that's my perspective. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Pak Parya. Okay. Ibu Suaiba, do you have any answer for this one?
Salamah, ma'am.
Shalama, sorry ya. Sorry ya.
Okay, for material simple present tense, if for university student, perhaps it will be more higher level. It's like we give a suggestion for our student to watch a movie. So you should write down which is simple present tense, and you should presented that in front of class. That's from me, ma'am.
Okay, have you ever seen that Kahoot also have the what is it? Example of the Kahoot questions and material there, which might be a bit difficult for your student. Do you see that? The one that has been provided in the application itself. You can use the one that is there, or you can use your own. If you use the one that is available in the website of the Kahoot, you can see, say, for example, reading passages there, which is not that easy to be answered. So if, for example, you have to teach your student, university student, you can use those ones, right? So then the level is really a bit high. And later after that, you can ask your student using the Kahoot for the question, for example. You can use that one, or you can develop again or add again with other questions as soon as you use the Kahoot. So you can just add with other activities based on the level of your student. Okay, I'm done with my question for this group. Other student, do you want to ask question to the group?
Oke, thank you, ma'am. Ada yang mau bertanya lagi? Okay, if there's no question, now we are going to the next group, Bu Ikrimah, Bu Eva, dan Bu Neti. Okay, Bu Eva, time is yours.
Okay, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, class. Now we would like to present you our version of Kahoot. And first, let me sorry. We would like to present you Kahoot as a media in teaching. I'm sorry, my internet is unstable. Okay, what is Kahoot? Kahoot is a digital learning platform that uses quiz-style games to help students learn by making the information engaging in a fun way. There are two learning objectives. The first is learning media. With the aid of an internet connection, Kahoot can be a learning media in class that can meet the demands of the digital generation. And the second is increase interest. Kahoot can also boost interest and support the digital generation's learning style. How is the usage of Kahoot as a teaching media? Let's practice. And the practice will be done by Bu Ikrimah. Bu Ikrimah, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Eva, for giving me time to do my next job. So I will, but firstly, can you stop the share screen, Ibu Eva?
Yes, I'm still trying to find
Okay,
the
thank
stop
you.
screen. Okay.
Okay, the next step is I am going to give you a tutorial how to make a registrations to Kahoot and also how to make a quiz and how to play the game. But let me share. Okay, can you guys see my laptop screen share?
Yes.
Okay, firstly, you just need to type on this one, kahoot.com, like this, and then you just need to type sign up if you don't have any account yet. But if you have any account, you just need to type the login. But I assume here that you are a new member or newcomers in this kind of quiz. So I try to give you an explanation how to register. And first you need to type the sign up, and then because all of us, I mean I myself and then Ibu Eva and Ibu Neti are teachers, so we choose this one, teacher. And then because we are teachers at school, so we choose school. And then you just need to type what is your email that you are going to sign up. Here I have my own email that don't have any registration on Kahoot yet. That is one. And the password is up to you, like this. And then we just need to type the sign up. Okay, we just need to wait for a couple of seconds. And then there is a pop-up. If you want to save if you think that you cannot memorize all of your passwords to anything, for example, you can just need to click save right here, right over here. And we have like an option if you want to buy, you want to be a user pro, but because I just want to make it a free user, you just need to scroll down, and here you click continue for free. And then we just need to close this one. And then if we are done, we have our own account, that is Ikrimah Jaliha. That is my account. And next step is I am going to show you how to make a quiz. Over here, we have share and create. Because this is my first time in using Kahoot, so it means that I don't have any quiz yet. So you just need to click create, and then we have Kahoot and we have course. Because I want to make a quiz, so just need to type click this one, Kahoot, like this, and then we just need to type to click this one, create. And if you want to make a quiz, this is the display. This is where you want to type your questions, and over here is your multiple choice. And then, for example, I want to make my quiz like this. I come home, blah, 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 the storm. And then this is the multiple choice for, just assume this is A. This one is because, and over here is because of. And then although, and despite. If you are a teacher, of course, I know how to, what is the answer of these questions. These questions have the answer of because of. So we need to click which one is the questions of, which one is the answer of this question, because this the answer is because of. So you just need to click the answer like this, and then we move to add questions over here. And if you see the stars over here, it means that you need to buy, because you are not a pro user. You just can choose these two types of questions. And the next one, I try to do the true or false. So if true or false like this, you have the questions over here, and then it is true or false. For example, I have a statement like this: Neti comes to my home yesterday. If you think this is true, you just need to click this one. But if you think this is false, of course, you just need to click over here like this. Because it has comes, it means that it is for simple present tense and the time signal is yesterday. So it means that this is not correct. So you just need to type the false, and then if you think this is enough, you just need to type add questions like that. And if you see like over here, it means that you can add like video or audio, or maybe, or not video, but audio and also the image. And you can see there are so many available image that you can add to your questions. But over here, I have my own image like this, and then this is my image like that. And it is uploaded on the questions, and my question is like this: what are they doing? And then A is two boys are talking. The second one, they are eating chocolate. And then the girls are talking. And the last one is they are drinking oranges. Because the answer is the two boys are talking, so you just need to click this one. And if you think it is enough, for example, you are going to make your own questions and it is enough, you just need to click save over here like that. And then you enter the title of your questions. For example, my title is English test. And over here is description. This description is optional, so you can skip this one, or if you can type this one. For example, please choose the correct answer. And if it is done, you just need to click this continue like that. And then we're done. So if you want to see which one is your question, it is over here. Or you just need to click the library and you have your own questions. And if you want to make it as homework to your students, you just need to click assigns over here. And then we have this due date for the students to do this activity. For example, the date is, for example, tomorrow, and the time is 12 AM or 12 PM, it's okay. And if you click randomize answer order, it means that A, B, C, D is randomly displayed. And if you choose on nickname generator, it means that the Kahoot will provide their own names. So if you want to make the students make their own name, they create their own name, like their real name, you just need to click the off. And then if you think it's done, you just need to create this over here. And then after that, if you have your own WhatsApp group to your students, you just need to copy the URL and then send it to your students. And also you can share the pin over here. So because I want, and the last one is I am going to show you how to play the game, because you know my questions before, so I make my own questions over here. Okay, please wait a couple of minutes. Okay, I will switch to my second account. Actually, I have a lot of account in my, yeah. Okay, Lajen over here. So I just need to type the library, and then this is my another quiz that I am going to ask you to play with me. Because I want to make this question live, so I just need to click start. And then please, I want all of you to type to play with me. And I will, but firstly, I will choose the classic mode. And then I will, it will shows you the pin. So please guys, I invite you to join the quiz with me. I am waiting for you. And Ibu, you may join as well. All you need to do is you open your browser at www.kahoot.it, or if you have the application, you just need to open your Kahoot application. Okay, we have Mr. Alfian over here. I'm still waiting for the others. Okay, we have Mr. Yogi. So if you want to know how many people join this activity, we have the number of people over here. Yeah, we have 4 people who join and they are still waiting. It won't start until I click start over here. Yeah, we have 4 people and then 5. Okay, I'm still waiting. Okay, we have 6. We have Budi. I don't know whose Budi is. Okay, we have 7 members that are going to play with us today. Okay, we have 8. We have Ibu Salama. Welcome, Ibu Salama. Okay. Wow, Ibu Salama. No. We have 7 people. So if we think that all of the so if we think that all of the members or all of our students already joined this live sessions, and then we may continue to click the start to make this game play as soon as possible. Okay, are you ready, guys? We have 12. Okay.
Ready, Miss, ready.
Okay, we are ready. So let's start. Okay. Okay, please, we play. Remember, you only have 10 seconds because I want to limit the time. Okay, all of you, all right. Okay, the next questions. Okay, Ibu Tiara is one for the first questions, and then next to the second questions. Who is this? Yeah, who was that?
Mr. Agel.
there are two people who just Danu Domara. Okay, next to the third questions. Okay, Ibu Tiara still the winner. Okay, for the second question, next to the third questions. Who is my first advisor, guys?
I know.
Okay, Bapak Indra is not my second advisor. Ibu Ristati also not, but yes, Ibu Miss Gita. Okay, next questions. Okay, Ibu Tiara still on the first letter scoreboard. Okay, next. Where will we go on seminar on issues in English teaching? Okay, yeah, maybe Vietnam, but who will say Tan Killing? Again, these questions. Okay, Tiara, who will, okay, the next questions. Yeah, of course. Our subject today is psycholinguistics and language teaching. Okay, Ibu Tiara, please make Ibu Tiara fall down, guys. Okay, the next questions. Okay, of course, statistic ya. Okay, Mr. Yogi. Very good. Next question.
It's hard.
UPR dan ASEAN, it is not for graduate programs, I mean for the pasca sarjana. Okay, Mr. Yogi, very good. Next. How many majors for postgraduate program in UPR? How many majors? We have 8. Okay, next. Okay, Mr. Yogi still the first winner so far. Yeah, for postgraduate program for English education is B. Okay, next. Okay, Mr. Yogi still the first winner. Okay, this is the last questions. How many subjects that we take this semester? Of course, you know this, guys. Okay, all of you are great. Okay, this is the podium, and the third winner is, and the second winner is Suaiba, and the first winner is, who is this? Okay, Mr. Yogi.
Congratulations.
Hadiah, Bu.
Okay, so it is done, yeah. So this is how we do how to play the game. Have you stopped sharing your screen? No. So if you want to check the reports of our students doing this game, we just need to click the reports over here. And this one is the reports of our students, like Danu, he cannot answer the questions, and Budi also Z, and also Danu over here didn't finish. Just like that. I think that's all of my presentation today. So I will back to moderator. But before that,
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
If you have any comment, suggestion, you can tell the group.
Sorry, how many students? Ibu Neti already have the chance. Ibu Ikrima? Only the 2 of you in the group?
The 3 of us, ma'am.
So you, okay, you finished with all the 3 already?
Yeah.
All done? The
Yes,
group? Yes, so I would like to ask questions about, it's very nice. You show the, what is it, the tutorial about that one. Now, if example, you want to, what is it, to add your technique of teaching, how you going to do it? I would like to ask the group. Can you please, one of you answer the question? Each of you must be able to give your opinion. What kind of additional activity that you can create in order to make the process of teaching using this application can be maximized for, say, for example, university student? Yes, please, the group.
Okay, maybe start from me, ma'am.
Yeah.
For university students, I actually this kind of game can be applied to any kind of level, even for elementary, secondary, high school, and also at university. But we need to modify the questions that relate to any kind of level. For example, at university level, for example, if I want to make the questions for university level, of course, I will modify the questions that relate to the material. For example, like we learned yesterday about sociolinguistics. Of course, I will change the questions, not like I come late I come late to go home because of the storm. Of course, I will not make the questions like that. Probably I will make the question like this. What is the meaning of pragmatics, for example? And then A, pragmatic is the branch of linguistics that learn about blah blah blah. B is blah blah blah, like that, ma'am.
Okay, good point. The other member, please.
Untuk university student, kan di perkuliahan ada mata kuliah listening. Mungkin kita juga bisa membuat soal untuk latihan listening. Sejauh yang saya pelajari di Kahoot, kita juga bisa membuat materi untuk listening. Seperti kita pas telling dari video, di situ akan diputar video dan terdengar suara untuk materi listening. Mungkin itu saja, dan mungkin Ibu Neti bisa menambahkan.
Terima kasih Bu untuk kesempatannya. Thanks for the chance. I just continue about the example that given by Miss Epa. By quote or direct video or audio from Google or YouTube will be put on the template, the quiz. We ask the students to take part to answer the questions that we have created on the quiz, maybe in true false or multiple choice. That's it, ma'am.
Yeah, so multiple choice is only for recognition, right? But you need to have, for example, your student to have critical thinking. What kind of alternative activity that you can add?
Okay, maybe we will ask the students to make their own questions and option for the answer after they heard the audio or video, while we ask them to listen the activity we have given from the audio or that video, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Good point. Thank you so much, the group. Now I would like to have the last group.
Thank you, ma'am. May I leave the class, ma'am, because I have to go to the church?
Okay, okay, you can do that.
Thank you, ma'am. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now we are going to the last group, Pak Agel dan Bu Krizia. Time is yours, Bu Krizia and Pak Agel.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for the time. So here I'm Agil Atalarik with my friend Gridia. We will present our material. It is about giving suggestion, inviting someone, and asking permission. We use the media. It is a word wall. But before we explain about the media, I want to introduce first the material. So the material is about giving suggestion, inviting someone, and asking permission. The language feature used in giving suggestion and inviting someone and asking information is using modal. Modal is like must, have to, might, should, may, and then using simple present tense, and also using punctuation like question mark and exclamation marks. And this is the material for the given suggestion, the definition, and then the modals, the example, and then inviting someone, the definition of inviting someone, the example, and then asking permission. This is the definition too, and then the example. So after we give the material to the students, we will do the quiz by using word wall. The student can access the media or the application by using a smartphone and also the laptop. It's up to them. And this is the word wall. The explanation of word wall will be presented by my friend Rizia. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the chance that has given to me. In this material, we have expressions or short functional text about giving suggestion, asking information, and inviting someone. Here we have a quick task or games using word wall and Kahoot. The first one using word wall is word search. We use the game called word search, and here is the display that will be shown in student screen if they use their smartphone. So it's already in the point of view of the students. As we can see in the first picture, the students after the teacher giving them the link or the QR code, the students can access it and then move to the website. Here in the first picture, they have to enter their name, and then the games will start. So the games is giving suggestion, inviting someone, asking permission in the format of word search. So this is the look of the game. There is a hidden word in these letters. The students need to find 5 modal verbs that is used in expression of giving suggestion, asking permission, and inviting someone. The correct answer is should not, may, can, and would. If the students can find it all, the score will be written like in the second pictures, and then the scores will be uh, look will be shown in the leaderboard. Next, again. And then for the second games, each match up, it's the same as the word search. The students need to write down their name and then access to the game. The game is match pair about giving suggestion, inviting someone, and asking permission. Next. So here in this match up game, we have the type of the expression like inviting someone, asking permission, and giving suggestion, and the examples of the expressions in the sentence. So the students need to match up the word and the type into the right pair. Okay, if the students already did it, the score will be shown in the screen. Next. And for the last, we use Kahoot. For the last quiz, it is in the form of multiple choice. And then for Kahoot, the students also need to write their name first, and then they can go to the quiz. And as in the third picture, you can see the question and the multiple choice are there. Okay, after the students choose the answer, they can submit next and then move to the other questions. In the end, the the cumulative score of the students will be shown in the screen, and then after all the questions have been answered, the last or the final score will be shown also in the screen, and they can copy the link below to see how is their position in the leaderboard after all of the students have done this tasks. Actually, we have made this all of this game, Word Wall and Kahoot, in the assignment set. So the students have deadline to do this game. For examples, just 24 hours. So they only can do the games or the test in 24 hours. And for each games, for the word search, it's only in 3 minutes. And the word search and the match up also in 3 minutes. And for quiz, it consists of 10 questions and 1 minute for each question. So it's actually a very quick test just to make sure how the students understands about the introduction of the material. The target of our material is students in the 8th grade of junior high school. I think that's all from us. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay, thank you Bu Krizia dan Pak Agel. If you have any question or comment, you can ask to the group.
I just use the chance to ask you question. Can you mention one more time what grade of student that you have in mind in teaching using this material?
8th grade, ma'am. It's based on their syllabus about short functional text, giving suggestion, inviting someone, and asking permission.
How do you find the response from the student, do you think, if you use this one?
We think that the students will like it because it is actually new for them, because it is very rare for the teacher here using this kind of technology or games-based learning in giving students tasks. I think that's all then.
Agel, do you want to say something to add?
Yes, ma'am. I think because this is for the junior high school, which one the student is a young learner. As we know, student is like they like animation, like a picture, and I think the student is happy and and also interesting to use this media. And then I'm also I like and interest with this media, so it is why I'm and my partner we use word wall, but also we interest in use Kahoot, and also we use both of them. And I think that's it, ma'am. The student will interest learn by using this media.
Okay, good. I think there are a lot more applications that you can learn. Say, for example, similar application like Mentimeters can be also used if you want to, especially if you want to ask people opinion about what you do. You can use Mentimeter, just similar with this one. It is a kind of quizzes and giving you a kind of opinions about what is happening. It is really nice, and Kahoot is used a lot during pandemic because of the strength of Kahoot that it has, that is engagement and participation. Because as you know, during the pandemic before, there are what is it, occasion when teachers find it really difficult how to keep the student engaged and how the student are able to participate a lot in the process of teaching. Because some school just send the student worksheet home by giving them a kind of LKS and ask them to send the answers. That's it. Even some teachers only use a kind of Google Classroom, not to be as a kind of LMS, but only just how to send material for the student. So meaning that the engagement interaction between teacher and student are not optimally done. For that reason, Kahoot is the best choice and one of the best choice that can be used, and also what wall can be also used to make the process of teaching and learning more fun and also more, what is it, interesting. Of course, you need to modify the content or the material based on the level the student you teach. It is not for young learner only. It can be used for university student. You can use it for icebreaker, for example, in the classroom, or you can also use it for quiz, real quiz. So it's totally up to you. What I made in my school is that, because my school is elementary school, so we find out that the student engagement is really not that good when it was during the pandemic. So what I asked my teachers to do is that to apply Kahoot. And the Kahoot are made in cycle. What is meant by made in cycle? The first one, the Kahoot must be in the student language in Bahasa Indonesia. And after that, a week after, the Kahoot must be in English. Sorry, in Bahasa Indonesia for about 4 times in a month. And after that, bilingually, also in 1 month, 4 times. And after that, in English, 4 times in the 3rd month. So we applied that one for about 3 months in one cycle. And after that, we asked the teachers, the parents' opinion about it and see how is the reaction of the students. Students love it so much. Parents are really very thankful to us, because even though the students are studying from at home, and they are so enthusiastic and they are waiting for the schedule. So that is a real response from parents, and parents love it, that the kids love their classroom because the teachers try their hard to modify the process of teaching and learning. And we also use the application. You might use it if you like to try also new application. It's not actually new, but you can use like Flipgrid. Flipgrid is for using video, and also you can use also Padlet. That is usually for assessment. Okay, there are a lot of other applications that you can use. You just need to be a bit more aware about it. So then you are able to maximize the innovations that you have and how you are able to choose the material or the sources around you. So then you are able to make the best version of yours in the process of teaching and learning. Well, that is my comment about your presentation. Thank you so much, guys. You did it all well. Pak Yogi, how much that I still have about the time?
It's 9:50, man. Our time till 9:50 based on schedule.
Oh, 9:15. So it's over already.
Yeah,
Sorry,
ma'am.
so exceeding. So I don't know actually. Right. So this is the last session because I was informed by Miss Rita that I only teach you 4 times. So this is 4 times 4 session already. So this is the last session with you all guys. So thank you so much. Actually, I have one more topic, but then because our time is up, I actually want to teach you about how you are able to teach students in inclusive classroom. What is meant by inclusive classroom? But unfortunately, the time is not enough. You can, if you like, you can search my article on teaching autistic children. So you can search my name and autistic, and then you will see the article that I made. It was in 2017 and published in a Scopus journal. So you can see example of how the student of special need can be integrated in regular school and what kind of technique that must be done. So this is actually a new trend in a process of teaching and learning. Now the government is, try to improve the awareness of all of us in order to include students of special need in a regular classroom. And some teachers and headmasters do not know how that want to be done. So I hope you would like to read more about it. You can search my name, Padma Dewi, and autistic. So you will be directed to my article, and that article is really telling you about what kind of method and strategy that you can use if, for example, you want to teach students of special need in regular classroom. So I think that's all that I can say. Again, thank you so much for giving me the chance to teach you here in your classroom. And my apology to you if, for example, there is something my behavior or my my words which is not really that making you feeling inconvenient. I don't really make it on purpose. So thank you so much for all the cooperative activity that we do during the process of teaching and learning. Can you please tell you?
Can we have a picture with you?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yogi, screen capture.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
thank you
you,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank
Pak
you.
Yogi, can you tell Miss Rita that I'm done with the session that I have, so then next week it will be her turn to continue, right? I will also tell her
Yes,
that
ma'am.
I'm
Okay, ma'am.
okay. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope that I can
Thank
see you
you,
next
ma'am.
time. Maybe you come to,
Thank you, ma'am.
or maybe
you
you
so much,
continue
ma'am.
your study into PhD degree. We have S3 Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris in Bali. I'm the coordinator of study program. So if you are interested in, you can just join.
I hope so, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
So see you again next
Good.
time.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye,
Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
ma'am.
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.